Hello gamers, welcome to another edition of Tonight on Mage Hammer's Game Table, where tonight I am featuring the continuing series featuring my game Delves and Dangers, rules-light fantasy adventure role-playing game that I designed. It is up on itch.io. If what you see in this video you like and you think you might want to try to give it a try, it's a pay what you want, so it's free, or you can throw a little bit of, donate some money by purchasing the rules to help support the channel. And currently, this series is the Cult of Arachness is trying to get their goddess to manifest in the Swordlands, and the agents of Argos have been diligently trying to stop that from happening. However, they haven't had much luck. So in the last episode, for example, they were over here in the Storm Hills, and they discovered that they were too late, and that the some priest or priestess of Arachness had sacrificed enough life force to open one of their portals to help bring webbing in. And once that webbing starts to spread over the Swordlands, the goddess Arachness will then manifest, and it will become a realm of spiders. So they rushed. They have teleportation rings given to them by their patron, Glenessa Holdfast. She is the Lord Mayor of Argos. She has provided them with a few magical items to help them in their journey as well, to help keep them from succumbing to the poison of the arachnids they've been facing off against. And the heroes are their leader, Honey Underwood. She's a halfling cleric of Aegis. Then you have Salazar Moonbright. He is an elf fighter who focuses on the bow. This is Reggie, the human thief, whose days are numbered. He's actually died twice, and because his strength score is 2, he cannot, his body is not powerful enough to bring him back a third time, so he needs to be careful. And then Thok Glowamble is a dwarf wizard. And so they have teleported outside of Katral's Peak, and they are very worn out from their journey, and they're worn out from their trials in the last delve, where they found 2 bugbears that had been sacrificed to Arachness. They know they're in a hurry, but they figured they better rest before they go in. Also, I have advanced all of them to 3rd level because I wanted to, A, because it's fun, and 2, because I felt that it was time to start seeing more levels occur. So level 3 is fairly big for most of these characters because it upped their dice that they roll for either special abilities or attacks. And then Thok Glowamble, of course, got another die for casting, as well as another spell and more power points. So he is now up to 8 power points, and there's a bunch of different pluses. So if you want to see how they compared, you can go back and watch one of my former videos in this series, and you'll see how they've improved. Now, so I said they rested the night. I'm going to see if there was an encounter that night. There was, of course. So let's see what that encounter is. Okay, they are resting on in their campsite, and we'll see whose watch that's going to happen on. It's going to happen on, in this case, since I did them that way, Salazar. So Salazar, we're going to see, I'm going to use my own encounter tables, my own Delves and Dangers dungeon encounter tables, but these are really just encounter tables for wilderness or dungeon. I will be posting these up on itch.io eventually, but for now, these are now 3rd level characters, so I'm going to go to the 3rd level encounter tables, and we're going to see, we got a 32. 32. Oh, that might be a little much. That might be a little, ooh, that's much better. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I don't really have, I have some miniatures that might be able to represent these, so we're going to have to suspend some disbelief. These things will take the place of what is going to be attacking the heroes here very soon. So let me grab some miniatures real quick. These will do in a pinch. So while they are resting, they are approached by some creatures, and I will see if Salazar is able to sense them. Now, Salazar is an elf, and elves get +1 perception rolls, so that's actually pretty good. Thok is sleeping here, Honey here, and Reggie over here. So we'll see if Reggie, or Salazar can. So Salazar has a 2 mind, +1 perception for being an elf, and then guess that's all he's gonna get. I'm not giving him his proficiency bonus. He does get that bonus there. Now, these creatures, I'm gonna say, wow, I'm gonna say he needs a 4 to sense them. And does not get, only gets 1 success. Would have needed to get an exploding die to be able to succeed on that. So, I'm gonna say he first notices one of the things attacks him. 2 of the things attack here. So 1 on each of them. And we'll roll the attack on Salazar first. All right, so they roll, and Salazar, he is attacked by surprise. I could even add a couple extra dice because he's surprised. All right, so a exploding die. All right, so he gets bit for 5. He has chainmail armor, and since he's not sleeping, he's wearing it. So that reduces the damage by 2, so he takes 3 damage. 3 damage. So Salazar, after his level up, has 18 stamina to begin with, so now he's at 15. All right, and then has to make a strength resistance roll versus poison. So that is, his strength resistance is 3, and he gets no other bonuses. So he needs to get 2 of these need to be successes, and they are. So the poison does not affect him. And then we'll get the attacks on these guys. So like now, since they're sleeping, it's like a +6 attack, 6 dice. So in addition to their 5, you know, so that's a lot. So this could get really ugly. So we're going to say that the red dice are on Thok. The bone-colored dice here are going to be on Honey. And then the black dice here are going to be on Reggie. So 5. So this is a lot of dice, a lot of biting, and hopefully they survive. Remembering that 6s explode in this game. All right, so let's section them off real quick. So it looks like a lot of 6s initially for the black dice. So that's not so great for Reggie. That was a 5. 4, just as good. I don't know what this was. All right, so that many hits, 2 exploding dice. That is a lot on Reggie. Okay. This is a lot on our girl Honey here. Yikes. Okay, so 2 exploding dice. That is a lot. Ouch. Very important to make those perception checks, Salazar. And then Thok, looks like 1 exploding die. Thok got off a little bit easy. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We'll do Reggie first. Reggie wears his leather armor to bed. That only eliminates 1 of these successes. So he takes 3, 6, 9, 11 damage from the initial attack and has to make a strength resistance roll versus 2, and he fails that miserably, and so he takes an additional 2 points of damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 damage. Reggie has 16 stamina. So, ouch. Reggie's at 3 hit points. 3 stamina points. All right, Thok takes 3, 6, 8 damage. Thok has no armor, but Thok also has a strength resistance of 3, though, and he's rolled 2 successes and doesn't, so it takes an additional 2 damage. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 damage to Thok. Thok is now at 5 stamina. And then Honey is, so this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Honey does not wear her armor to bed, so that's full damage, and has to make a strength resistance roll of 2 or higher, and does, so it doesn't take any additional damage, so that's good. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So she takes 11 damage, and that puts her at 5. So of course they're awake now, so they shuffle to their feet, and we roll initiative. So we had that surprise round in there, and that was horribly devastating. So let's see if they can pull themselves out of this mess. All right. All right, so Reggie is going before the ants that are attacking. These are giant ants, by the way. So is Salazar, so is Honey. Thok goes after. Okay, ugh. This could get ugly. All right, so Reggie's like, what is going on here? I can't figure this out. So he is going to take a fighting withdrawal and move up on this ant here to may hopefully distract it. So he can take a fighting withdrawal and then move up to help Salazar, which in the end may end up costing him. Or he could go help Honey. He's going to go help Honey instead. So it makes fighting withdrawal and moves up on this one attacking Honey. All right, so that's his action. Then Honey attacks the one that is attacking them. Now Honey is rolling 6 dice for her Warhammer. She gets to reroll a failed die, and she gets 2 exploding dice, another exploding die. So that was a fail, but this one was a hit. So that's 3, 6, 7. Take off 2 points for their chitin, and that is not quite enough to finish off the creature, but it's getting there. So it's at that many. All right, so that was Honey. So she and Reggie are fighting this one. Salazar, we'll have Salazar attack. Salazar is attacking with his short sword. He gets an additional die from the last episode because he's leveled up. That's 7 dice with his short sword. And gets 2 exploding dice. And so that's only 4 successes. And take away 2, so he does 2 damage to his opponent. Then we go to the ants. So this ant moves up to attack Salazar. So there's 2 attacks on Salazar. Now this time there's only 5 dice each because the characters are fully aware of what's going on. All right, so failed explosion. So 4 minus 1 is 3. So Salazar takes 3 more damage. This could get really ugly. Let's see what happens. People could die here. 12. All right, and then the attack on the other attack on Salazar. Uh-oh. Okay, so that is 3. 6 minus 2 is 4 damage on Salazar. All right, so Salazar's hanging in there. Now we get an attack. I'm going to see whether it attacks Reggie or Honey. 1, 2, 3, Reggie. 4, 5, 6, Honey. So it's going to attack Reggie. So 5 dice on Reggie. Reggie's wearing his leather armor and an exploding die. So 4 minus 1 is 3. Reggie goes down. Of course, Reggie goes down. And of course, Reggie is probably going to fail. If people don't get to him, he's going to fail his roll because that's what Reggie does. Okay. And then an attack on Thok for 5. Oh, Salazar has to make strength resistance rolls against that poison. I forgot. So exploding die. So 3, 4, 5. So 5 more damage to Thok, and he goes down. That ant just made a meal of him. So those two are gonna have to make saves unless they get healed. And it's not looking good for that to happen. They may end up being on their own. So Thok is out right now, so Thok has to make his save. He has a strength resistance of 3. He needs to make 2 of these. And he does. So he is alive. Or that's just, no, that's against the poison. But it did enough damage to knock him out. We'll just say he's alive. He made his save. His resistance roll, I guess. Not save. I guess it's the same thing, really. And then, it's initiative. All right, so 2 and 3. All right, Honey goes first. Salazar, wow. There you go. There's those ones Salazar's famous for if you've been watching this series. So Honey goes before the creatures. Salazar goes after. So the problem is that Honey is going to use her healing stone on Reggie, and that will be because he's right next to her, so he's going to do it. So that will forego her attack, but she has to do it. So she uses one of her charges of her healing stone and heals 5 on Reggie. So that's enough. So that was her move. She had to do it. All right, now the monsters, the giant ants. So there's 2 attacks on each of these guys. They're attacking the active people. Or it could have, no, you know what? What's more exciting is this one starts to drag, it starts to walk away with Thok. It's going to take him back to her nest so that Thok could feed the hive. Or colony. Ants are colonies, yes. So that one's getting dragged away. This one attacks Honey. That's 5 dice on Honey. And that's 5 damage. And that's enough to take down poor Honey. So she sacrificed herself to help her friend. And we're going to put him at the end, by the way. He's going to be able to get up. Or you know what? No, let's make this more interesting. Let's see. Since he's fast reflexed thief, yes. So he was actually able to get up and attack before Honey went down. But Honey's going to go down. That attack's going to stand. But Reggie gets to attack, and Reggie gets +4 when attacking an engaged enemy. So he gets 7 dice with both of his swords, plus another 4 on this ant. And that is significant. So Honey may not have gone down. I take that back. I reversed time just because I decided that Reggie is much more dexterous than I was giving him credit for. So Reggie here has 4 exploding dice. 5 exploding dice. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. That is enough to actually kill that ant. Squashed it. Now, that means Honey was not attacked. And now Honey may do something. So Honey is going to attack that ant that's running away with her friend. Runs through the tent and attacks the ant. 6 dice. And she gets to reroll a failed roll. She's a halfling. Okay, so she has 3 exploding dice. So 4. And then 3 exploding dice. And another one explodes. All right, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Minus 2 is 6. That one was injured. So that is enough to take it down. So we have 1 on Salazar's injured and 1 on Salazar that's not injured. Okay. So she saves Thok from being dragged off to some horrible ant colony. Now, the attacks on Salazar. Okay, 2 exploders with the white dice. So that is 5 minus 2 is 3 for Salazar, and he'll have to make a save here in a moment. And then the other one fails to penetrate his chainmail armor, so nothing there. Now he has to make a strength 2 or DL2 strength resistance roll, and he fails, of course he does. That's an additional 2 damage. Ants have stinging poison. And now he gets to attack with his swords. With a sword. And he slashes at the most injured one. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. So he gets 3, 6, 8 successes. -2 is 6. That was an injured ant, so that ant is now down. The other ant continues to fight because it's fairly mindless. Okay, so we're going to roll initiative. Honey, Salazar, and Reggie, all rolling. All right, so we got 2 5s, so he's before the creature, before the ant. Honey is before the ant. Salazar is before the ant. So everybody's before the ant, which works out beautifully. Beautifully. Okay, so Honey heals. No. Yeah, no, Honey heals Thok, because she doesn't know what the situation is. So he's at 7 now. So she's used 2 of her healing stone charges for the day. But it's the night. They'll refresh at sunrise. All right, so that was her. Then Reggie is going to go attack and gets his bonus. So he's rolling 11 dice. Gets only 1 exploder. And that's enough. 3, 6, 9, 10 -2 is 8. Not enough to take it down, but it is injured within an inch of its life. Hopefully, Salazar can take it down with his short sword, which he gets to roll 7 dice with. He stabs at it, and he gets 2 exploding dice, and another exploding die, and so that's 3, 6, 9. -2 is 7. That is enough to finish off the ant. So, with a little bit of quote-unquote divine intervention, they managed to survive a brutal, brutal ambush. So, they go to sleep, and they use their stamina. They use their healing stones, and then they are rejuvenated in the morning. So, and they make their way to the labyrinth entrance. Okay, now I'm going to, all right, so they go to the entrance, and it's a stairway leading down. So they head down the entrance. All right, so they look left, and it goes to a hallway and turns to the left. They look right, and that's, all right, so we're going to say that those stairs lead down, not up, and they lead down to the next level. All right, so Honey's like, well, I don't know. Salazar, can you see if there's any indication if anything has traveled in either direction recently? Salazar nods, and he gets +1 perception, so we'll just see if he can notice anything. He's got a mind of 2, +1 for perception. He's not a tracker, so we're just going to give it to this. And I'm going to say, because these are stone floors, but there is some dust, he needs a DL 3. He needs 3 successes with this roll, and he gets it right off the bat, even with 2 exploding dice. I could roll those, but no need. And I'm going to say he discovers that they're going to the right. So he says, they've gone to the right. And so like, all right, well, I guess that's the way we go. Let's check it out. Nothing to the left? Not recently. Okay, so they head there, and they head down the stairs, which brings them to another stairway that leads down to another level. Ooh, lots of doors, she says. Hey, want to try that same trick, Salazar? Yes. So he goes to each door. He searches before they all start trampling things. So I'm going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like they went to the left, whoever came down into this delve. So we'll see if he can discover that. So he's going to look for tracks in the dust. He gets 2. That is not enough. The tracks are not as clear here. Yeah, it looks like less dust. Okay, well, folks, what do you want to do? We go left, right, or straight ahead? Fox like, I don't know. I guess any way is as good as another if we can't figure out our way. Okay, well, let's roll a chance cube and figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll determine which direction we go. Looks like we're going straight on till morning. So they head up there. Ooh, it's locked. Reggie goes, locked. Yeah, it's locked. And I'm gonna take that and look at that. Let me just take a look. I'm gonna take a look at that. Okay, Reggie, sure. All right, so Reggie needs to first of all determine if there are any traps. So he got a +1 to his thievery score as well. So that's good. So this would be a mind roll plus a proficiency die, since he spends a lot, his training backs that up. Then, in addition, the training is even better, so he gets 3 more dice. I'm going to see if there is a trap. On a 1, there's a trap. There is no trap. And it's an easy lock, so only needed like 2 and got well above that. So he unlocks the door, and revealed is a hallway. Now, very dusty hallways. This hallway has not been tread in a long time. Now, this doesn't look like it's been tread upon for a very long time. Oh, well, then probably the priest or priestesses of Arachness did not come this direction. I think that's a fair assumption, so I'm just going to close these doors. So he closes the double doors. All right, then. Which ways, left or right? Okay. So she rolls the chance cube. 1, 2, 3 to the left, 4, 5, 6 to the right. So they're going left. Okay, let's go. So, Reggie? Well, there's no lock on this door. And you know what? It's ajar. Oh, that's a good sign. So he opens the double doors, and there is a hallway leading that direction. And so there's a trap there. And these guys are 3rd level. So I'm going to say 3 plus the number of, so 7. We're going to add +7 to this roll. 9. So locking pit trap. They've dealt with those before. Now, because Salazar's an elf, I don't really have this in the game. It's not a kindred ability. However, I'm going to see if him passing by that secret door, he recognizes it. He senses it. I can do that. So he gets a mind of 2 +1 for perception because he is an elf. And he needed a 3, DL3, and did not get it. So he does not sense that door. So Honey is usually leading. And I will give Honey a chance to determine if she can sense the approaching trap. She needs DL3. Nope. So she falls into the trap. Let's see how far down the trap goes. It is 30 feet. Of course it is. So she takes 3d6 damage. You know what? No, I'm going to give her a chance. Nope. She's going to take it. 3d6 damage from the stone. 8 damage she takes. So their healing stones are replenished. All right. So she takes 8 damage. Poor Honey. So she is at 50% of her stamina. Okay. So she's down in a pit. They lower a rope and pull her back up. It's a locking pit trap, so that means they only had a certain amount of time. As soon as they get her up, a few more seconds pass, and then the pit re-engages. Well, that's not fun. How do you think they got past there?
More than likely, they walked on walls.
Oh, yeah, I guess that would make sense that, you know, priestesses or priests, whatever, or have their arachnoids carried or something. I guess that's pretty good.
Well, I shall fly over.
Oh, you could do that?
I have a spell that allows me to fly, or I could actually just dimension step over.
Ooh, dimension step. That's new.
Yes, I've just recently learned it. I've been studying it for years.
I guess, if you're up to it.
I shall do it.
So he spends 2 power points. He has to make a roll. So he only has to make a DL2, so that's not terrible. So the failure on this spell is very low, that those power points will be wasted. 5, 6, 7. And he is up to 7 dice casting. Only needs 2 successes, and he gets it easily. So he pops across and then peeks around the corner. And what does he see? A door, but I said they went this way. So I'm going to replace that with a king. So there's a room here, and there's a stairs down. Now I'm going to roll. I think it's pretty likely, but we'll see. 1 to 3, they've left some spider or arachnoid guardians. And so they did. So this is going to be a guarded room. So he sees double doors, and that's all he sees. There's doors over here. Okay, well, what are we going to do?
I don't know. Listen, my thought is this. Spider people weren't the ones that built this delve. So whoever built this delve had to put a way to get around this trap. So I think look for some secret doors.
Oh, that's a great idea. So, I mean, that just makes logical sense, right? So they start searching. I'm going to have them make one search perception / search check. It'll be a mind test, and I'm not going to give Honey her proficiency die. Thok is not looking yet. He's waiting to see what happens there. Salazar has a mind of 2, but he gets +1 for perception because he's an elf. And Reggie, he's, he probably looks for secret doors a lot. So we're going to give him, he gets 2 for mind, 1 for his proficiency die, and I'm going to say it's part of his training, so that's 4 more dice. They need to roll a DL3 because they're pretty sure that they're here. Reggie does not roll 3, but he does have an exploding die. Okay, so Reggie finds it, but so does, oh no, Salazar has 2 exploding dice. Salazar finds it as well. Honey does not, but Honey can reroll a failed die because she's a halfling, and she still doesn't find it. So the two of them are kind of standing there going, they cleared her throat. They found the secret door. So they activate the secret door. They go through the other side, come out the other side, and they are joined by Thok. I knew there had to be a secret door.
Yeah, right.
And so Reggie goes, shh. Well, I guess it's too late now. You know what? I'm just going to open this door because, frankly, let's face it, if they have any guardians here, they're probably arachnids, and they don't make much noise at all. Very sound thinking, Reggie. Okay. Everybody good here? I need to heal myself. So she invokes the name of Aegis and activates her healing stone for 5, which takes her to 13, which that's enough for now. And so Honey goes, okay, back up, everybody. And Thok says,
wait a second, let me cast Damage Ward.
So he's going to roll, he's a protective spell on himself. And he gets 3, 5, and it's rounded down, or rounded up, rounded down. So that is 2. He has a armor of 2 now, surrounded by a magical ward that protects him from physical attacks. Okay, so his armor is 2. I'm going to indicate that with 2 gray tokens to remind me that he has armor 2. So I'll put it out here so I don't forget. Might even put it by his miniature. Let's get crazy. All right, so Honey's like, okay. So she opens the door, and there's a room. Now, I think I'll roll random. It's obviously going to be spiders, arachnoids, but on a 1 to 2, there'll be arachnoids with them. There is none. So this is going to be purely spider. I'm going to say 3 spiders. Then we're going to see if they're venomous or paralyzed. 1, 2, 3 paralysis, 4, 5, 6 venomous. So they're venomous. So they'll do additional damage if they fail their resistance rolls. Now I'm going to build the room real quick. It's a pretty big room. 40. 10, 23. So 1 is 40. 10, 20, 30. Yeah, let's do this. 40. 40. And they're going through double doors. So I have my doors here. They go through the doors here. And then there are stairways. There's stairway down 10, 20, 30, 45. Oh, 45 feet. Getting fancy on me here. Let's make it even 50 just for fun. How about that? Okay, so... Okay, so that's the room. There's stairs. Head of stairs. Yeah, that's really big stairs. That's too big. I can't find my other one. I'm not going to take time. So we're going to call this the stairs down. There's a table here. So that's a table. It's a little longer than that. But we'll say that's the table. There's some chests over in the corner, if that matters. And they're going to get attacked by 3 spiders who jump down and attack. Just as they open the doors, our heroes enter. And they drop. Now, there's some web in this room, but nothing that would impede their progress. So these 2 are out in the hall. Salazar and Honey are inside. So we're going to roll initiative. Yeah, they made their way to this delve. Actually, I didn't roll to see if there was going to be an encounter in the day. Watch, there's going to be. No, there wasn't. Thank goodness. All right, so there was no encounter. They traveled here. It was only about half a day's travel anyway. All right, initiative. So Reggie is going before the creatures. Honey is going after the creatures. Salazar is going before the creatures. And Falk is going after the creatures. Okay. So the spiders are there. They start moving towards them. Salazar fires off a bow shot. He gets 9 dice with his bow now, as he's gone up a level. That is a nice amount. So he fires off an arrow. And that is the most ones in the history of mankind. That was a 3 there. But do you see all these ones? Do you see these ones? Chris, see the ones? So actually 3. So he wounds. He managed to actually injure one. Even though. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh wait, they have more hit points than giant ants. Yeah, this could get ugly. Yeah. All right. So he injures one. All right. So that was, I mean, that was just putrid. Okay. So, and he moves over to this corner to kind of split things up here a little bit. Next up is Reggie. Reggie's going to attempt to hide from these creatures and sneak into the room. So it's going to be it's difficult to hide from things with 8 eyes. So, you know what? DL6. I'm going to say he needs a DL6. He gets 4 for his agility, 1 for his proficiency, and +4 for his thievery abilities. But he needs 6 successes to successfully sneak around spiders. And right now, he has 6 there, +2 explosions. And another explosion. So yeah, so he hides. Now he needs to move while hiding, which is also very difficult. So I'm going to make it be 6 successes for that too. 4, 5, 6 exploding die, 7. So he barely is able to sneak in the room. Moves half his. I'm gonna rule that he moves half his movement with that. So it's 15 feet. So he just gets inside the, he's going to park right outside the door, but he has not garnered the notice of the spiders. He's going to be able to sneak out and hopefully help a friend. All right, so now the spiders attack. So this one goes after Salazar. There's a lot of movement there. This one goes after Honey. This one climbs up on the table and then down the table and attacks Honey. So Honey's under attack. These are 5 dice for their attacks. And Honey is fully armored and takes no damage from the one spider. Talk about a lot of ones. Must be red. That spider's name must be Reggie too. So this is 5 minus 3 is 2. She is wearing an amulet of immunity, which protects her from their poison. So she just takes the damage. So she is down to 11 stamina. All right. So that was those 2 attacks. Now the attack on Salazar. And does not penetrate his chainmail armor, which has an armor value of 2. So that was fairly lucky. Okay. Now it is Thok's turn, or Honey's turn. So Thok is going to hit that spider with a magic bolt. So he rolls 7 dice for his casting rolls, and they have a high agility. Like, giant spiders are like agility resistance 4, so right now he has only 3 successes, but he has an exploding die, and that's enough to get him to miss the creature. He was able to dodge his magic bolt easily. He stays out in the hall for now, and then Honey finally attacks. She attacks with her Warhammer at 6 dice. And she gets to reroll a failed roll because she's a halfling, and she has an exploding die. So she gets 3, 6 minus 2 is 4 damage. Oh wait, their chitin is stronger than ants, I guess. I have them in armor 3. So what did I say? I'll say she did not harm it. Okay, so we go to initiative. So 2, 4, 3, and 4. Needing deal 2. All right, so Reggie is going before the creatures, Salazar before the creatures, Thok before the creatures, Honey after the creatures. All right, so I'll tell you what, I'm really getting tired of the smell of spiders.
I hear you.
Okay, so everybody but Honey is attacking first. Reggie brings out and attacks this one. He gets 11 dice to help his friend. So he gets 7 with both swords total, and then the additional 4. And he gets 3 exploding dice. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Minus 3 is 7 off of that one. Okay, so that was good. Well done, Reggie. Well done. All right, then we're going to have Thok hit that one immediately with a magic bolt. 7 dice. Teeny bit better than last time, but still not enough to hurt the spider.
Would you stand still?
So that's that. And then Salazar is going to attack. He has 7 dice with his sword, his short sword. And, not bad, an exploding die. Okay, so he gets 3, 6. So he does 3 damage to the one he's fighting. Not too shabby, folks. All right. Spiders attack. They're all still active, so we'll do Salazar first. He takes 1 damage. Now, Salazar does not have the benefit of he doesn't have a benefit. He did not drink his potion of immunity that he has been given because he's saving it for a much bigger fight. So he's going to have to make a strength resistance roll against. Did I say they're venomous? We're going to say they're venomous, or take additional damage. But he makes it. He only needed a 3 against these creatures, and he rolled 3 right off the bat. Even though he had exploders, I don't need to roll them, so he doesn't take any additional damage. Okay, let me make a note to remind myself of venom. Okay, so that was an attack on him. Now the attack on Honey will be the black dice, and this one turns his attention to Reggie, who also is wearing amulet immunity, so they both don't have to make the poison save. Oh, Reggie, you are missed. Well, well, well. Yeah, both of them missed. Nice. All right. Well, that was advantageous. Okay, so now Honey finally attacks the one that's weakened in front of them, trying to pick on the weakest link to help minimize the amount of attacks on them. Okay, so she gets to re-roll a failed roll. So she does 5 damage, which -3 is only 2. Still not enough to take it down, but making progress. Thus, we go to initiative. Poor Salazar cornered over there, all by himself. All right, so Reggie. Yep, okay, so Reggie's going before the spiders. Salazar after the spiders. And then Honey before the spiders. And Thok, maybe. He has an exploding die. Nope, he's going after. All right, so Honey attacks again. No, we're going to have Reggie attack. So he rolls all his dice and attacks. He gets 1 exploding die. So that is 3, 6, 7. That is enough to take that one down, even past its defenses. So this one dies. All right. Now, we need... now, Honey will attack this one here. So only 3. Just reroll failed die. Still nothing. So she fails to harm the spider. And then it's spider's attack. Spider attacks her. Two exploding dice. So that makes for 4, 5, 6. That's 6 damage. -3 is 3 damage to Honey. However, she does not need to make a saving throw because of her amulet of immunity. Poison immunity. Salazar. Did I attack him already? I think I did, yeah. Yeah. Or did I just attack Reggie? No, I think he was attacked. We're going to say he was attacked. Man. Oh. Yeah. I think he was attacked. Now it's his attack. So 7 dice. Chaos combat, folks. Chaos combat. Ooh. 1 exploding die. 1 another exploding die. Cool. So 6 damage. -3 is 3 damage. Not enough, but he's, like I said, he's whittling away. He's much better with his bow, but he's okay with it. So Thok sends a magic bolt at the one that is fighting Honey, hoping to actually break through the creature's defenses. Take this, you arachnid scum! And so fires off. That's a little better. 1 exploding die. All right, so he actually gets one through. 1 damage. All right, way to go, Thok. All right, initiative. This is going to free up. Yeah, this is going to be good. Okay, so Reggie is going before. Salazar is going before. Thok after, and Honey before. So that's exciting. Okay, so Reggie is going to run over and attack the one attacking Salazar because he gets additional bonuses. That's pretty good. So 3 failures, but oh no, 4 failures, but 3 exploding dice. Okay, so that is 3, 7, 8, 9. -3 is 6 damage, and that slays the one Salazar has been fighting. So that's good. And then Salazar quickly, like in an inhumanly fast movement, sheaths his sword, brings his bow up, and fires it off at the one fighting Honey. It's 9 dice. And fires away. And it's horrible. Probably because he had to go through all those motions. But he misses. His aim was off. And then Honey attacks. Take this, you arachnid. Reroll a failed roll. And that's it. So 4, so 1 damage gets through. 1 damage is 1 damage, folks. All right, so the spider attacks her for 5 dice. Exploding die. All right, so 4 minus 1, 1. So she takes 1 more damage. She's at 7, but she doesn't have to make a save versus the poison or a resistance roll versus the poison. So Thok is out there and unleashes yet another magic bolt, hoping that this one will be the one to fell this creature. And he has a exploding die. So that's not too bad. 6, that's 2 more damage because he has to subtract 4 because of their agility resistance is exceptional. All right. So that was Thok. So now we go to initiative. All right, all right, all right. Can they do it? It's looking like they can. All right, so Reggie's going before, Honey before, Thok after, and Salazar before. Nice. Salazar is going to unleash another arrow, hopefully with a better aim this time. And so that is 9 dice, as I said. He unleashes. All right, so exploding die, exploding die. That's another exploding die. Oof, sorry, Reggie. So 2, 4, 6, 9 damage. Minus 3 is 6 damage. That is enough to fell it. Boom, the arrow hits it right in the middle of its 8 eyes, and it curls up in its legs. Oh, I need to heal myself. Chests. No, no, my friend. No. No time for that. So she heals 6. She's up to 13. Salazar's holding on to his. I feel like she's used, I think she's used all 3 of hers. Oh, no, wait, that's a new day. So we'll just say no. So she's down to 1. All right. So, well, let's keep going. Now, I'm going to roll a die to see something at this juncture. And not yet. So, okay. So they head down the stairs. Get a new starter. Down the stairs with a new starter. Shuffle these starters up. And okay. So they go down the stairs. They look left. And there is a hallway. They look right. There is a double door. Okay. So we're going to see which direction they went. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They went to the right. All right, so same deal. Honey has Salazar do his best to see if he can determine what direction to go. I hesitate to use the word tracking, but I guess that's technically what it is. So he gets 2 for his mind, 1 for his elf perception, and it's just DL3 because it's dusty enough. And he is unable to determine which direction they are going. Sorry, I do not know. Well, let's let the dice cubes decide. All right, so the dice cubes say we go right, which, as you just saw, is the direction in which they are going. Okay, so go to the double doors. Ooh, there's an altar in there. Yeah, you know what we can do? That'll be fun. Yeah, so we're going to make that a dead end. We're going to have the altar be here, and that's where the sacrifice may or may not have happened. And then there's monsters there. And we'll say those double doors are wide open. Yeah, okay, so those double doors are open. Yeah, just for fun. Mostly because my video is getting close to an hour long, and I could leave it on a cliffhanger, though. Yeah, let's do it. So, Reggie listens at the door. So mind of 2, proficiency, and we'll call that thievery check. And you know what? All right, so they are a little bit faster on the draw here. So we're going to say, I'm going to roll a d6, and on a 1, the ritual is done. Anything else, the ritual is ongoing. All right, so the ritual's ongoing, so we'll see if he can hear it. Shouldn't be too hard to hear. Needs a 3. He gets it. There's chanting. There's chanting. Then we're not too late. So she bursts through the door, and I'll say those doors are open anyway. So there's some web, but it's not like web from the portal. There are 2 dread elves. They have jet skin, white hair, and 2 of them are hanging above the altar. And there is a priestess there in front of the altar. And they're going to enter here. Let's make sure it's on camera. All right, and it's a fairly thin room. We'll just say it's that long, I guess, in that thing. Yeah. So, say this is the length of the room. There are open double doors here, and another room beyond with some pillars. We'll just shut that off at this. And that door doesn't exist. And there are pillars in this room. Here, and our heroes are coming through the door here. Okay, so they come through the door there. Honey bursts in. Salazar's right in the doorway. Reggie's in the doorway. Thok's out in the hall. All right, so we have an altar over here. Hanging from the altar are 2 dread elves in webbing, and the familiar big web above them against this wall that appears to have a portal opening it. We have a priest this time. He is conducting. He's got his back to the door. He's protected by, I'm going to say, 4 arachnoids. And then in this room there are probably some spiders. So 2 spiders, 4 arachnoids, and cliffhanger. Boy, this looks like a mess. All right, so that's this episode. So until next time, find out what happens. Will he be able to finish the ritual in time and fill this entire place with webbing? Or will the heroes be able to stop them? Find out next time here on Mage Hammer's Game Table. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. As always, keep on rolling dice and playing games. Mage Hammer out.